everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're going to share with you this delicious chocolate chip cookie mix gift in a jar. Just in time for holiday preparations. I know that people are starting to think about what you're going to give to your friends, your family, your neighbors, your coworkers, and this is an option for you. It's super simple, it's really easy. I've even prepared these little tags for you. I can't wait to show you how this all comes together. Today we're going to go over how to make a chocolate chip cookie mix in a jar. This is the perfect gift that you can give to friends, neighbors, co-workers, and just spread a little bit of holiday cheer. You're also going to attach a tag to the jar that's going to have the preparation instructions, and they're going to be able to take this home, make it real quick with ingredients that they most likely already have on hand, and enjoy a dozen or just a little over a dozen delicious warm chocolate chip cookies. So I love gifts in a jar. I know so many of you do as well, and this is a great way to do it from scratch. So what we have here is 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and to that we're going to add a teaspoon each of baking soda and salt. And we're just gonna mix that together just to get it well combined. I know some of you are gonna ask me how far in advance can you make these. I would say 2 to 3 months in advance. There's nothing in here that's going to technically spoil. I would be very careful regarding the brown sugar, so you might wanna take that into consideration if you live in a more humid area. If you have a vacuum sealer with a jar attachment, you could always vacuum seal these, and that will help prolong their shelf life as well. So remember, these aren't really intended to be long-term food storage. These are intended to be gifts. We have our flour mixture in here, and we're gonna wanna make sure that that is well tamped down. So you're gonna wanna bang this on your counter just to make sure it's nicely settled and you can get as much in there as possible. I am using a quart jar. And when you're confident that it has settled enough, then we're going to move on to the next step. Now I have 1 1/2 cups of chocolate chips. You can use whatever kind of chocolate chips you like. Again, you want to make sure that you shake the jar between each addition so that things are nicely settled and you have room for everything. You can also use a tamper if you have a tamper. I always have one of these on hand. These are great for tarts and crushing graham crackers or whatever you have. This just makes sure that everything is in there really, really well. The next thing we're gonna put in here is the brown sugar. This is 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar, and you're gonna wanna get that in there, and you're gonna want to pack it in there. So get that in there because you wanna make sure you have room for your granulated sugar, which is gonna sit right on the top. It's also gonna help seal it up a little, but like I said, you wanna make sure your brown sugar doesn't go hard because that will be unpleasant and it will be very difficult for whoever gets this to get it out of the jar. On top of that, we're gonna put a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Get that in there and just gently tap it and you should be good to go. Now put the lid on. I have one of these plastic jar lids. That's what I have on hand right now. If you guys are big into canning, you know that right now the hunt is on for canning jars and lids. These are easy to find if you already have jars on hand. Another suggestion for you if you don't have mason jars or can't find mason jars, because that is the case right now, is that you can start saving those pretty glass jars that you get from your groceries or plastic jars. You don't even have to build this in a jar. You can build it in a cellophane bag, tie it with a bow, put it in a gift bag with your instruction card, and everything is gonna be fine. I'm just gonna pretty this up a little bit with some red satin ribbon. And then I have prepared for you guys, along with the written recipe, a sheet with 4 of these chocolate chip cookie mix preparation cards that you can feel free to print out. I have printed mine out on cardstock. I do not have a hole punch with me right this minute, so I'm just gonna get a pair of scissors and make it work. You can just pop your card right on in there and you're good to go. Now remember, you don't have to have a bow. If you don't want to use a bow, you know, no one's gonna care. You can pop this jar or the cellophane bag, if you're going to use that, in a really cute little gift bag and call it good. Or you could put it in a mixing bowl. That would be a cute idea too, inside of like a cellophane bag in a mixing bowl, and that would be cute. But that is how you make a chocolate chip cookie mix in a jar. All the instructions on how to prepare it. All they have to do is add softened butter, an egg, and some vanilla, and scoop and bake. That's it. It's super easy. This is going to be a welcome gift, I'm sure. It's a very budget-friendly gift if you have a lot of people to give to. It's also just a nice little bit of holiday cheer that you can share with whoever you like. So, gift in a jar, never a bad thing. I hope that you give this a try, and I hope that you love it. And until next time, happy holidays.